So, how's everybody doing? Yeah, it's been a while. And he's giving me some information about what I need to pass on right now. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that and let it roll for what it is. He's told me that the three things that are going to change on March 17th something here in this city, Muscatine, something in Avatar City, and then the really big one, which is really what the world needs, is all the weapons of the world gone. All nuke missiles, all cannons, and just about all guns, except those of the in Avatar law that are worthy. Come sunset, they'll still have their sidearm, along with their weapons in their at the sheriff's office, at the marshals, or the equivalents. But no military will have any weapons. And everyone else in the world will be judged whether they're worthy or not to have a weapon. They will have all their guns confiscated and disappear, except for one. Those are the people that are going to probably have to be new hires for Avatar Law if they need it. Pretty sure we're going to be okay, because most of them in Avatar Law are good anyway. So they're going to have their weapons on sunset, and that's all going to be good. And we won't have to worry about who's a good cop and who's not. So, and not only that, but we'll know out there in the world who's worthy enough to carry the hammer of Thor. Because ultimately that's what it'll be. It'll be a judgment for the world. And if that sidearm is registered to you and you can show it to Avatar Law, they'll put you on a special list. And we'll get you taken care of. Because obviously, things might still go sideways. We never know. And with all the world not having weapons, those that do probably need to make sure everyone else stays safe. Because the truth is, we're going to end this problem with people storming buildings and hurting people. You know, that's going to end. That shit that went down on January 6th last year, yeah, there'll be a line, and you cross that line, you're done. We're sending you home. Yeah, that'll be the end of it. No more will building be stormed in this world ever again. People need to start acting right. And that goes for people destroying shit. Yeah. You'll be prosecuted. You'll get a mark of the beast. Something as simple as breaking a mirror on a car. All because your team lost. Nut up, Buttercup. Plain and simple. Start acting right. And that's what's going to happen with the weapons of the world. That's a big one. That one, even me, I'm like, really? Okay. And all the memories of Christmases and everything else that he's told me has come to truth and come to told, and I tell you guys, and as always, I'm doing it just like he says. But what if it doesn't? It's going to be the end of the movie, obviously, come March 17th. But eventually the world will come around to all this. I mean, you got to really think about this, okay? Do you really believe that you're a bunch of little bubbles that we call atoms that have no substance? And that is all there is? All these little tiny bubbles of nothing? Or are you really in a simulation? Yeah. I mean, you really need to think about this. Because if you think about it the right way, avatar theory, you really are nothing more than a code in a computer simulation. You're on a holodeck. And everything that is you is in a code, a computer program code we call DNA. And we leave that stuff everywhere we go because it's part of who we are. You know, a lot of people don't realize that we really are, a lot of ways, a pillar of salt. As we walk through the earth in this simulation, we're leaving dust of everything off of our bodies continuously. You ever tried the vacuum trick on your bed where you put a black sock over the hose and then you vacuum all the dust on your bed? Yeah, that's a lot of you right there, and whoever else has been in that bed. See, do you really think that's all we are? Huh? Well, anyway, this universe and everything I've taught you about with avatar theory, I know we can't prove it with science. But you know what we can do? Is 100% not be able to prove that I'm right or I'm wrong or that anything that I have said is wrong. 100%, we will not be able to prove that anything I said is wrong. But hopefully, this March 17th, we'll get some of that proof that we need so that the world can move forward. But regardless, we're going to move forward. Whether it's a snail's pace or overnight, that's up to the Father. But mankind does need to evolve. They need to stop these petty differences. I was just watching a thing about guys saying that Jesus was black. Guys, you have no idea. Everybody looked the same in the area you were from. Dude, you were in the same gene pool. People are so... Yeah, like there was a bunch of white and Mexicans and black people all mixed into this area. Hell no, it took forever to travel anywhere back then. Dude, everybody in the area looked the same. It took us quite a few years to mingle. Oh, people, I'm telling you. And, you know, it is the truth that people, logic fails them a lot right now. I was listening to a story about this woman who hit a deer one day, and she decided she was going to call the radio station and tell them about how stupid it is that the government keeps putting them deer crossing signs out there on them highways. If they quit putting them signs out there, the deers would quit running in front of the cars. They need to put those signs somewhere other than highways. Really? Are you kidding me? Even if that's fake, don't tell me there ain't people that stupid out there, because we got flat earthers. There are people that still believe the world is flat. Okay? So don't tell me there ain't people out there that are stupid, because there is. And I'll tell you what, that's another thing. I ain't going to have patience for stupid. That is one thing your king is never going to do. I am telling you, you come up with me in front of me and talking to me about flat earth, I am going to embarrass the shit out of your dumb ass. I'm sorry, but I got that right. And I get to call you a dumbass. You know, stupidity has to stop. And you know where it comes from? People with room IQ temperatures trying to teach people. Stop it. If you don't know the truth, don't talk to people about you're making it worse. And if somebody points it out to you that you're wrong, own up to it and learn, okay? Don't keep on doing it just because you think you're right. I'm telling you, I won't have no patience for stupid. I'm sorry. I know all you guys have to. Just bite your tongue and move on. You're just gonna hope that they catch that bus. One day they'll catch that bus and they'll know. It'll be all right. Probably not until then. But anyway, yeah, regardless what happens March 17th, mankind's evolving. And that's the end of it. We just don't know if it's going to be us or our kids do it. It sure would be cool if we could do it. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are all game for this. Problem is, them dumbasses that aren't. They still think that everything that is happening here is real. Oh, one day we'll get our world educated. Hopefully we can do it with proof and make it happen overnight. That would really be awesome. It doesn't matter though. Like I said, I'm the king of logic. And that's all I got right now is to give you some dumbass logic. And let's work with that, people, because to tell you the truth, think about this thing. Your REM sleep? Really? How else is that? Or what else is going on there? Yeah. As far as this warp drive thing goes, yeah. The energy it takes to actually do that is something that we might figure out. But we're going to be dealing with quantum entangled computers long before that. Because that's going to take a hell of a lot of energy to do a warp bubble. So, but it doesn't mean we can't do it. We are very clever. But it's not in the cards for us as far as real space travel information ideas right now. We got a lot of growing to do. Hell, we can't stop from shooting ourselves. Yeah. Heard a story about that one sheriff shooting another sheriff. I'm sitting there thinking, holy shit, what about these guns? Yeah, how's this going to get sorted out? Yeah, he told me. Yeah, because, yeah, some people really do not need to carry a gun. That's all there is to it. They don't have the marbles to act right. So, yeah, it'd really be awesome if we get that figured out. Well, until then, it's about you and your path. What are you doing on your path? I'll worry about the rest of the world. I'm just kind of hoping that they'll still ride with this and make it happen if it doesn't happen on March 17th. But plain and simple, I can't force the world to do this. Who knows? I may be here just until you guys, we die normal and our children take this movie, this second coming bizarre trip that I've been on, and start following God and realizing they are in a simulation and that their internal soul really depends on how they act. A lot of people don't realize just one act of anger can take away a whole month's worth of points, depending on how bad that act of anger was. Hell, it could give you hell after this. You shoot somebody out of anger, yeah, especially if you've heard of Avatar theory and you know what's up. You know the score. You knew the score. So, it is what it is. It just boggles the mind that people are that lacking in logic to understand this message. But like I said, that woman's logic of if we just quit putting them deer signs on the side of the road, there wouldn't be no more car accidents. Oh man, sometimes logic fails you, and man, is it ever failing her, or those people with the flat earth, or any other stupid idea out there. Anyone it's about me or greed. And that's another thing. It's amazing how easily we can set up so many laws and rules and punish so many people for sex offense, which is a natural thing for our avatars, when the real evil and crime of greed goes unchecked. Not a single thing is ever said about greed. No. Hell, the best we ever did come to as trying to figure out greed was to stop monopolies. Remember back when I don't know, youngsters won't, but when Bell Company was split up because they just thought they were too powerful. They were gonna rip off the world. Boy, did that screw the shit out of things. And then on top of it, prices went up, not down. Competition got screwy. Yeah, it was an awful idea to break up Bell. And that's just one example. See, they thought it was about greed, when in reality, greed is what made that decision happen. And it's like all the other great decisions that are happening today. They're about greed. Our court system, our legislation system, our governments are about favoring greed. I mean, when we came over here to America, Washington trying to make a country, there was an idea behind it. Our Constitution starts out with "We are the people" for a reason. We the people, pardon me. We the people. Because what they didn't want was what was going on over in Europe. The greed of a few kings and lords and what have you was taken from everybody. And it was about to be fair here. It was going to be everybody was fair. Kind of shot that bucket full of holes, didn't we? Yeah, Constitution went to shit. They just found different ways around it. Washington would not be impressed with how we've chose to make our choices. Who won the government contracts? What pity war are we in right now? What resources are we fighting over? Because we want the money. Believe me, there's not a lot of impressive stuff going on in the world. And it's all got one common denominator: greed. I mean, really, how much is enough? Yeah, like I said, it's been a problem. One day, hopefully, it won't be. Maybe come March 17th. And then we can celebrate the 4th of July for a real reason. Independence from greed. The whole world. Don't know. He says it's going to, but as I've seen in many of my adventures, it's not. It's always just been me telling you guys the logic of what we're supposed to be doing. Never any proof. Are we not going to have proof? I don't know. He says it's going to come, but like I said, after March 17th, I will be the king of logic, and that will be it. The world wants me. They know where to find me. I will roll with that. Plain and simple. We're going to change the world. We just don't know how fast. And who's going to be here for it. Or what the real plan of the Father is. I like the one with the guns and the weapons. No more nuke missiles, no more any of that. No more militaries with anything. They won't even have so much as a bow and an arrow. The only one that'll have weapons is Avatar Law. And any one person in the world that has a gun right now that is worthy to carry the hammer of God. So I guess we'll see. But don't know if I got more to talk about tonight or tomorrow. He's doing a to be announced kind of thing, as always. But he did want me to put this one out tonight, early. Because he wants the world to know he's watching. He always has been.